Today we have our first session of what is myth, what is humanity, and the power of myth. So let us dive in to our today's episode of the power of myth. We will begin with Reza.
Thank you. So first, I'll start with what is myth. A myth is a story people tell to explain life, nature, or human behavior. And mythology is a study of these myths. They aren't always true, but they teach value and lessons. Myths often come from ancient cultures and are passed down from generation to generation.
Wow, that's kind of interesting. Tell me more later, but continue on. Study. Who's studying? You studying? Okay. Tell me, what's the difference? What different kind of myths do you know?
So myth come in all kinds of form of creation, heroes and nature myths. Each one has famous character we see over and over again, like the brave hero, evil, and the wise old figure. You can find this pattern in the story of every culture, from ancient Greece along to
That's interesting. Now, moving on to Zach. Zach, can you tell me how do we explain it? So we don't understand it. I don't know.
Okay, so long ago, people actually used myths to explain the unknown. Myth help people in making sense of nature and also understand life before science existed. So, for example, thunder actually resembles the anger of gods.
Emily, what about myth from your childhood? What you can this?
We also work from myths that stories like Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. They make us believe in magic and kindness. Childhood myths help us imagine and dream big.
Well, that's all about the past. But let's move on to the present.
Today we will watch a new superhero, a movie, and saying like Aloha. They may not be old story, but they teach courage, love, and hope just like Asian myth did.
Okay, on to our last question of the day. Zach, how do you think myth and humanity connect with one another?
Mythology actually shapes art, literature, and history. As you know, writers, authors actually use old myths to actually share human feelings. That's why myths are still part of humanity. They show who we are and actually what we are.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you all heard that, right? So, to conclude our today's episode, I want to say that myth can explain a lot of things. It can explain life, it can explain nature, and they have repeating characteristics with our daily lessons. Childhood and modern myth are technically still has value to teachings nowadays, and myth continue to inspire humanity and art as we all encounter every day. Thank you.